Wanna fail, Joromi, mommy, Jo. Who favor Bona, Joromi, who favor Bona, and if you good, yes, Joromi, and you good, yes, Joromi, Joromi, mommy, Jo. Joromi, 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 Jo. And you wanna fail, Joromi, and you wanna fail. Guess it, Joromi.
Good evening and welcome to Alibaba Seriously. This week is a very interesting one. This week has been a very interesting one. There's a new president in Ukraine, and he's a comedian. So this is not funny. The president of Ukraine is Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky won the election, and he's now been voted in as the president of Ukraine. So those people who tell us politics is not for comedians, but beyond that, it is that before the guy became a national icon in Ukraine, he was on TV playing the role of a president in a series, and he won the hearts of everyone that watched him, and he decided that it was time for him to go into politics. Really interesting story, and so congratulations to him. I know he's not watching, but it is good to celebrate things like that because it just shows a shift from the norm. It is not about Ronald Reagan was, I need to say this, Ronald Reagan was an actor, a cowboy, and from there he became the president. But this one is a lawyer, and he has become the president of Ukraine. So that's just one of the major issues that we're dealing with today. The program is live, and we're reaching you over 70 million viewers across the... Now, someone asked me once, how do you know that you have over... Yeah, so my first guest is a designer, fashion designer, and also a fashionista, because sometimes you have people who make clothes but don't wear them. So he's a model, he's a designer, and he's a fashion and fashion stylist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, David. David, come on.
Yes. I'm not a model. Let's get it right.
No, okay. but you Thank you so much for coming. I'm good.
Thank you.
So we're all dressed in black.
Every day.
Are we mourning the economy or what? Okay, please.
No.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I love this one.
Thank you.
And this is good for... You can wear this to a party and...
Yeah, I mean, I think the good part is that you can dress it up, you can dress it down.
Okay.
And
without the jacket, it's
without
casual.
the jacket, it's casual. With the jacket,
it's
like
semi-formal.
You see, there's a dressed up just because I'm coming to meet you today.
Really?
Yes.
How? Okay, now, quickly, what to you is fashion?
Fashion is, to me, is my lifestyle, is what I do on a daily basis.
Okay.
And I believe it's the way of life. I mean, people always say fashion is far-fetched from us. You say I don't wear fashion. I'm like, but you're wearing clothes.
Okay.
Whether it's basic, whether it's been runway, whether it's high fashion, it's clothes.
Fashion, yeah.
Even if it's uniform,
okay,
it's fashion because somebody had to design it, somebody had to decide on the color, somebody had to decide on what fabrics to make. It's still fashion. So fashion is life.
Is it possible to get someone who does all of it in one, the designer, the cutter, is it possible to get one person, the tailor and everything?
It is possible. I mean, you know, when you go to fashion school, that's what you learn.
Okay.
So that's where I started. I design, I cut, I sew, I decide on fabrications, I do the fittings.
And you wear?
And
you model them. And you model. You know, I needed to walk in, and when you walked in, I was like, yeah.
Oh, please.
So no, okay. When did you start when did you actually go into fashion?
Okay.
Was it like from the start, or there was a turnaround at the point?
So my journey started in 1993. I was studying auditing. I was studying to become an auditor.
Okay.
And I was like, actually, I don't like this anymore. Then I went to study fashion and at Valley University in Johannesburg.
Okay. Okay.
And I studied for 4 years. And then in 4 years, yes, when I graduated, I became a lecturer. So I lectured fashion for 4.5 years.
Oh, wow.
And then in 2003, I realized that, you know,
You are not satisfied.
I need more. I didn't study just to become an academic. So I wanted to become a designer. Then I resigned from my job. Then I entered for the South African Fashion Week competition, the El New Talent, and I won the competition. That's basically how.
What year was this? 94?
This is 2003.
Okay.
Yeah, and after I won the competition, it was like really great. For me, it was like
It was like
it was a
like
major breakthrough.
a miracle.
Yeah, and throughout, then it was just like opportunities just coming through. In 2005, I was head designer for Kaduchi in South Africa for 2.5 years, and then I started growing, and you know, I won a lot of accolades along the journey. 2009, I won Best Designer in Africa, and that gave me an opportunity to showcase at New York Fashion Week, and from there, I was like part of the designers from Africa.
Okay.
We had like Tiffany Ember, who's like a Nigerian designer, showing tonight at Fashion Week, and so it was just a group of us.
The
Arise Fashion Week. Yeah, and so I was like, this is great, but I want to be David Tlale on schedule at New York Fashion Week, and that was like a major challenge for us, because, you know, when you're part of that, you go through excruciating interviews and everything else.
Sure.
And I kept applying, and in 2012, I finally got accepted. Then I was like, David Tlale at New York Fashion Week. The most amazing part is like when you see Donna Karen, David Tlale,
and your name is in between that.
It's right there, like, yes, this is what we want.
So your name is mentioned in the same breath with all those.
Absolutely.
It's like an Oscar.
We would say that.
All right. Now, so when you make designs, do you have the rich in mind? Do you say this design is for the rich, or this is for the affordables? Yes. Let me use that. Is it? Do you make the design and say this is for the affordables and this is for the rich?
I think it's a. That's like really, it's quite difficult. It depends on what a client wants. It's all up. I always have a particular customer when I design. Even if I do a major collection, I always have a customer in mind that I know that Alibaba is gonna like this. Who this person is gonna like that. There's gonna be, even if I can just mix it up on the runway, I know that someone is gonna like that product. And I also say being rich or buying rich or expensive products is relative. Especially in day and age today, or luxuries is relative. Depends on your taste and if you can afford it or if you can't afford it. Yeah.
Why do celebrities not wear clothes more than once?
It depends where. If you're a celebrity and you're going to be wearing it on a red carpet, you can't repeat it because you've already.
Says who?
Says fashionistas and me and you as well, because I know you don't repeat anything on a red carpet. I've checked you out.
But you know it drains the pocket.
It's fine. I mean, money is useless until you use it. Why must you keep it? Spend it and live life. Because if you keep the money, if you don't spend the money, who promised you tomorrow?
So what it means is that if those outfits are disposable, they shouldn't be that expensive.
Why? Why not? They should be expensive because they are specially made for that particular event. And remember, every day when you step out as Alibaba, there's a young person who's looking up to you
and getting inspired.
Getting inspired. I want to look like him one day. I want to be like him one day. And for me, I've been like your fan for a very long time, so don't mind me. And I've been like just watching you, and I've been coming to Nigeria for a very, very long time. So I know about you. I know who you are. I watch your shows, and I'm like, okay. I'm also follow you on Instagram. And this is not my show, by the way, it's your show.
David Tlale. Spell that out. T-C...
T-L-A-L-E. But
T-L-A...
L-E. But when you spell it, when you pronounce
Tlale.
it, you pronounce it with a C.
Okay, it's
Tlale. Tlale. Yes.
So I can see clearly now the rain.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
So okay. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank
we'll
you.
still have you on the show because there are certain things that we'll talk about, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Yeah, this place is hot. So I know this is strange environment. It's a strange environment for the lady that I'm talking to now. Simi did not see Ludo. She didn't see Ayo. She didn't see Agidigbo. She didn't see 100 meters. She didn't see long jump. She didn't see swimming. She chose Oyibo game. How are you, Simi?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Bawoni.
Adukwe.
Anyway, it's good. It's good. It's good.
God.
So, what are we going to do about your Yoruba first of all?
I need a teacher. Maybe
Okay.
there's someone out there. that-
I would have given you that teacher, but his Yoruba is not even any better.
Okay, so we don't.
It's
need to-
better.
Okay.
At least I know like 10 monosyllables in Yoruba.
Oh,
You understand? Can I hear you say, ah, he, he, ho, ho, ho?
huh? I know some of the alphabet.
Okay.
A D. Oh wait, A B G. No.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's okay.
I'll
It's okay.
stick to slaying.
Two things that I want to first find out. How did you get into this sport?
So somebody sent me a link to an article about the Nigerian women's bobsled team, who are my teammates. They sent that article. And I was just
So before you even went in, there were some people who were already in it.
Yes. So 3 other ladies were
Yeah.
already starting this whole historic run. And so somebody sent me this link and they said, check this out. I know you're Nigerian. Maybe you'd be interested. And actually I was, because I was really intrigued by the fact that there were people trying to make history.
Okay.
There had been no other bobsled team that had gone to the
Since
Olympics from
Jamaica.
Africa. From Africa.
Okay.
So I was immediately interested because I know also there's track and field athletes that
Okay.
have moved to the sport of bobsled.
Okay.
And I come from a track and field background. So,
Okay.
and I actually had tried out for 2 other Olympic teams before,
Alright.
and I didn't quite make it.
In
And I-
bobsled?
No,
Okay.
track and field.
Track and field,
Long
okay.
jump,
Okay.
triple jump.
Okay.
And so when this opportunity came up and I saw this, I thought, wow, it'd really be cool to make history.
Okay.
So they were having some tryouts in Houston, Texas, and I live in Johannesburg in
Okay.
South Africa.
Okay.
So I flew all the way to Houston and tried out, and then I got invited.
What was the temperature?
In Houston?
Yeah.
It's very hot.
It's very hot, but when you were doing the trials,
Well, it was hot that day. It was really hot. I don't know, maybe like 25 degrees or.
so how do you do the? I thought it was supposed to be on ice.
Okay, so when you're trying out, the first thing they want to understand is, do you have power and speed before you even get to ice?
Okay.
We need to find out: are you strong? Are you powerful? Are you fast?
So it must be feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, and at that time, I was just getting back into sport because after track and field, I retired for 10 years.
Wow.
Minding my business, I was working.
That was when you were working in Nike.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, living my life, and then I get this article, and I said, well, is this worth coming out of retirement for? And I think absolutely it was.
Yes. To make history.
Yes, so I went to the tryouts, I did well there, and I got invited back to the team camp.
Okay.
Now, the team camp is in Canada.
Okay.
Very cold.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
So that's when I started learning more about the sport, and I realized that the bobsled team was already in place. The 3 ladies were already a team, and they were working towards going to the Olympics.
Okay.
So somebody introduced me then to something called skeleton.
What's that?
Yes, nobody knows skeleton. Skeleton is like the cousin of bobsled that nobody knows about.
Nobody, because the only time I've known of head of skeleton was when we saw one in.
It's not a good name for a sport because it does.
How does that go?
So, okay, you lie down on your tummy onto something, they call it a sled, but it's kind of like a tray, a large tray, like about the size of a suitcase.
Lie down on your tummy.
Yes.
The only time I've said lie down on your tummy is not something
It's not.
adult. Okay. Let's get back to what we're talking about.
Lie down on your tummy. You're going head first.
Okay.
Down this giant.
Are we still talking of bobsled now?
This is skeleton.
You said lie down on your tummy?
Yes.
And we're going head first.
You're going head first. Down.
Just
this-
sounds wrong.
It just is wrong, right?
Just sounds wrong. First you lie down,
You lie
and then you go
down.
head first.
Head first, and you're going at speeds of 120 kilometers an hour.
Okay. So you're sliding, basically.
You're sliding. It's
Okay.
a sliding
That's still
sport.
not good.
It gets worse, I told you. Yes?
Okay.
So there's about 15 to 20 turns on this track.
Okay.
You're just going down all these twists and turns. And your job is to navigate the twists and turns and get to the
With
finish
your
line.
head like that.
Yes, you use your eyes, your head, everything to make sure you're steering the best way possible and go down the track as quickly as you can. Yes, and this takes about a minute.
That should be faster than 40 kilometers per hour.
Oh, it's 80. It's like 120 if you're going really, really fast.
But you'll be wearing a helmet, right?
Thank God, yes. You have to.
But there are
But there are other sports that you don't.
I can introduce you to one. So you just have to do with numbers. It's of less risk, you understand? It's called Baba Jebu. That one, but you won't even, you just go and for.
He's a gambler, don't listen to him. He's telling you to play lottery. The game of lottery is not as bad as what you're describing.
You have to be very brave for my sport, yeah, and tough, which I am.
So it means there's a lot of fitness. You know, we just think they just get inside that thing and just
And go.
push.
No. You have to be very powerful, strong. Because for me, actually, that's my advantage. Because I come from a track and field background. The first 5 seconds of the race, I do really well.
Okay.
So when I was at the Olympics, I was actually in medal position.
Okay.
Those first 5 to 10 seconds of the race, because I'm using all my speed from track and field. And then after that, that's when I still have a lot to learn. And it takes a while to master how to navigate your way down the track.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, how's working in Nike? What was it like?
That was amazing. I was there for about 15 and a half
15 and a
years.
half years.
Yes, so it's interesting because now I'm on the other side as an athlete,
Okay.
but I was the one in the boardrooms making the decisions about how we market our products, our athletes, and it was really cool because sport is something that I love. So getting to do that every day.
I understand Nike has, especially in London, they have the youth employment thing. So they take people who are just straight from school.
Yeah.
So you see them in the shops helping with sneakers, fitting and all of that stuff. And some of them even earn fees that they then put into school.
Yeah, it's great.
So what are you doing with youths?
With youth, me personally, I have a mission to get as many girls across Africa empowered through sport. So I've been to Nigeria now, Kenya, South Africa, Morocco, and I go and I spend time with these girls, teach them leadership skills, introduce them to sport, all of the great things that you can learn from sport.
What are the two major things that are holding our girls back? What?
I think girls need more positive role models, especially African.
So it's not about twerking?
Twerking what?
No, let me tell you what. A lot of girls believe that it's getting light skin.
Yeah.
Getting some
light skin.
Get
bleaching,
right? Okay, no, I was just trying to be. I don't know. I'm trying to be tush with it. They just call it bleaching.
But it's true. That's what it is.
Toning. I mean toning.
No. That's not toning.
Okay, no, it sounds like bleaching.
It is bleaching.
That's sad.
Yeah.
And this is why we need more role models, more positive role models, especially in this day and age where you can be Instagram famous. You know, I think.
And still be empty.
Empty. Girls need to know that substance matters. What's in your head matters. What's in your heart matters. But they're not just going to know that. They need those positive role models.
They need to be taught.
People that can help them understand their value, their worth, and what their strengths are, and really bring that out of them.
Awesome.
That's true. Because for that kind of sport, and watching your head really matters because you really need so many content in your head to do the skeleton sport.
You do.
Simi, do you think that he just made sense?
I think, yeah.
You understand? Because the skeleton sport, it's new. And everybody needs to know about it.
Yes.
We don't know about the endoskeleton, the exoskeleton, you understand? But now this is just skeleton. It needs to be.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about the meat of the show. No skeletons. We'll be right back. All right, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is the IBF belt. Man, these things are heavy.
Yep. That's the IBF European title.
And you won this when?
July last year, and I defended I defended it in December last year.
So how many times do you defend this before you can keep it for life?
It's mine, but I'm looking to fight for another one sometime this year in Nigeria.
You got to this one, you need another one.
Yes, I've got also I won the prize fighter. Prize fighter is a tournament where it's one of the biggest tournaments in professional wrestling.
And the lightweight category as well.
No, that was light middleweight.
What category is this one?
This is welterweight.
See, carry your load. Wait, this thing is heavy. And this fight was how many rounds? How many rounds was this fight?
The first fight was when it was vacant. It was 12 rounds.
Okay.
And when
Did you stop him?
No, I tried to, but I always love the
you
audience.
want to go all the way?
I always love the audience to enjoy their money, so I just tortured them.
Okay, come on. Would you like to?
Hey, that's what I want to tell you. You should be scared that you are sitting next to him. There was the time I wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua did not come to Nigeria because of that. You understand? Be scared. Just his left hand. If he chose the left hand, it goes. If enters the left ventricle.
Listen to me. Nobody comes on these shows believes him.
Well, I believe him. That's why
Don't punch your hand to me ever in this life.
I'll tell you behind me.
Don't punch it to me.
All right, I'll use my elbow. You behind me, so you're gonna be taking.
That's UFC. Using elbows is UFC.
No. So he's got my back. After that.
Just abuse me. Abusing me is enough to beat me. You don't have to punch your hand.
Now wait. When you train for a fight, like if you're going for this belt, how long do you train for a fight?
I always take my opponent serious, but also sometimes it depends on who you're fighting. But
okay, so the person you're fighting determines how much training you go through.
Not really. One, it's how long have you been active. If you're not training constantly, you need a proper training camp.
Okay.
But usually, I always like to have at least 12 to 15 weeks training camp.
Say who died? What is the? This guy used to be a boxer. He boxes Christmas gifts and all those. I was about to say
it's too good looking to be a boxer.
And by the way, let me tell you one thing. Why I didn't go into boxing was that it was written in the Bible, right? That it's better to give than to receive. You know?
Okay.
So if I go fight, I like receiving. I'm a cheerful receiver, not cheerful giver. But trust me, when you get in, just your knuckles, because I understand that before you put your hands on the wrap,
yes,
the bandage, or what's it called, round the why?
bandage.
Because the knuckles are protected already. So why do you still put any?
The gloves that you actually use, I won the. This is the gloves I use in the prize fighter. This is a very prestigious gloves to me. Prize fighter, I won these gloves with it. This is 10 ounce gloves because it's
10 ounce.
Yeah, this is 10 ounce gloves. That's 14.
16.
Is that 16? So that's way bigger.
Yeah.
So this is light middleweight. So the light middleweight use 10 ounce gloves.
So for heavyweight boxers, it's even
10.
bigger.
No. They use 10. But when I fought for this, it's 8 ounce gloves, which is a lot smaller than these. So
That means the knuckles will actually
really, like my last fight, I have to go see my hand specialist
because all the knuckles were all red
I actually had a hand surgery, so my knuckle, they have to cut my hand
to go and treat the
knuckle.
Yeah,
because there's a nerve, there's a bone that's going out of place, so they have to cut it off.
Okay. Just do your palm like this. Can you zoom in? See.
And if you check on my Instagram,
This.
if you check on my Instagram,
And it
you will
was
see-
stitched.
Yeah, it was I think it's about 2 hours surgery.
Who did you offend?
It's just what comes with the sport.
Can't you go into swimming? I was asking her.
I can't swim to save my life. And I think this is the only thing I know I can do. And if you ever watch my fight, you will understand why I box and why they call me the natural.
What did you say you were going to do to him that time before he came on?
I was saying that immediately you put off your glove, I'll show you that I'm man enough, because you won't beat me if I say I want to take picture with you, Abi.
No.
I'll just take picture, that's all.
So, blood of God. Feel that. No, feel that.
I'm strong, but this is pretty heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah, this is
So
not.
And you said this is lightweight.
I've got 2 extra at home, including a massive trophy as well. Wow.
But why don't they give you the one that is your size? This is bigger than you. Blood of God.
If this man goes to the south, he will collect middle belt. This man.
Oh, lovely,
Maybe I
lovely.
need to show you some little tricks with boxing. Do you want to put your gloves on?
Sure. Come, let's. But wait.
Mommy Mary!
That's the wrong hand.
No, don't worry. I have a good hand. Don't worry. But you know, you have people who help you wear all these things. You know.
Yes.
Yes. So that they know. Director.
Is there anything you want to say to us, sir?
Good luck.
Sir, pay salary before you do this thing. Pay salary. Pay salary before you do this thing.
All right. Are you a southpaw? Or...
I use both.
And so what side am I going to hit you for? All right. So okay.
What's
all
your
right.
boxing stance?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's
it.
it. That's everyone boxing stance. That's so.
Okay. So is it this? This is
Now,
better.
what you do, your stance is perfect.
Okay.
But what I want to show you, so if I'm boxing you,
Yeah.
so that's your boxing stance.
Yeah.
Now, you become very easy for me to target.
Okay, because I'm like you.
Yes. So, but if I'm in the fight with you,
Okay.
I'm here. So what happened is I've put a barrier between me and you. You have to cross this.
Okay,
This is
so
my-
that means I have to lean into
Exactly.
you.
That
Okay.
makes you walk straight into my punch.
Okay, so but instead of leaning to you, I'll let you come to me.
If you let me come, that's the target for me.
But that's below the belt.
No, it's not. So you gotta learn how to use your legs. This is a lot of things that people don't understand between
walk.
boxing and fighting.
You said let walk.
There's between yeah, basic. You know
That's the only Yoruba you understand.
no, but you're about getting on. I'm a billionaire in me.
Okay, yeah, my son. Yeah. So you are telling me about this.
So you gotta know how to use your foot. You need to know how to set your opponent up.
Okay.
It's all about, and you can be very tricky with it.
like Muhammad Ali. Okay,
Exactly.
so up here. Okay, all right. So
I'll show you a few tricky stuff.
Okay.
So 80% of a fighter jabs straight back when you jab to them.
when you go like this, they hit you back.
your left hand is your jab.
Okay.
So, and when you jab, so
Like this.
if I jab to you, everyone goes. Most of the fighters want to actually take your head off with a jab.
Okay.
What I do is slightly different from what everyone else do. So if I'm jabbing you, if you keep your guards up, Uncle, I jab there.
Yeah.
So I actually go for your hand.
So that you can hit it back.
No.
Okay.
Like this, I'm setting your brain to make you think you're actually defending my punches, but you're not. I'm doing it for you.
Oh wow.
So, in this position, I pull myself out of danger. Easy to get to you. And what happened? You want to jab back. So, your jab, that's your jab. It's going to come back. Boom. That's a good defense.
But you hit me now.
No, I didn't get close.
Am I taking a break? We'll be right back. What? Okay, so that means that your sparring partner. Okay, yes, I need to ask. When you punch your sparring partners, don't they feel it?
Yeah, they do. People get really hurt. It's funny because actually sparring is harder than the fight.
Oh wow.
Sparring is really hard than the fight. So most of the fighters some fighters, their career cut short because they go in there, they have to have a fight. I try to keep up. When my mom found out I was a boxer, because I couldn't tell her that
Your face will be swollen. So how did you?
No, so when my mom, I didn't tell my mom I was boxing. She saw me on the national TV. And
Hey, I know Yoruba woman. Yay! Oh, she
was actually happy.
Your mom was happy. What does she do for a living?
My man Jenny.
Yeah.
No, she was happy because she saw me on the TV, but I wasn't on the crime watch.
Oh,
You see?
okay. That's
So,
good. That's good.
She was like,
It's much better.
yes, this was
At least.
my manager. That's what she said. And when she found out I was a boxer, she gave me one advice. She said, don't fight an ugly person. Exactly. Don't fight an ugly person.
Because they have nothing to lose.
Exactly. I didn't get that's exactly what I said, why? She said they have nothing to lose.
Okay. That's why we don't fight poor people too. You know, a poor person will be like, let's just kill ourselves because he has nothing to live for.
That's true.
True, he has nothing to live for.
Kuku Pami.
Kuku Pami, exactly. Who was the toughest opponent?
Every opponents are tough, and I try as much as possible to make it easy for me. I fought a kid called Gary Cochran. It wasn't because he was better than me.
Redneck.
That's racist.
White boy.
Yes. It wasn't because he was. I was way better than him technically, but he had a home advantage.
Okay.
One, and it wasn't a level playing field.
In London.
Yes, it wasn't. So whoever wins between me and Gary goes on to fight for world title.
Okay.
I was
There
training.
was no cash prize to it. It was just to qualification.
Yes. So is the WBO Intercontinental
Okay,
fight,
okay.
and the reason why I said is the toughest fight because I wasn't given the decision. I was rigged.
Oh.
So this kid that I fought, I was actually training for Commonwealth title.
Okay.
And everyone's been avoiding me for the Commonwealth title.
Move.
So one of my friends fought for the for the Commonwealth title,
Okay.
and he said to me, "Look, I know everyone has been avoiding you. We're on the same weight. I win this, so I will vacate the Commonwealth for you, and I will keep my British title." So I'm like, "Fair." And he did as I promised.
Okay.
So I was #1 in Great Britain,
Okay.
and there's another kid in Australia that's #1.
Okay.
So I
you
become
guys
number
had to
2.
fight
We
for-
have to fight for it. So they paid the bid. They said we've already set a date. Close to the date, the #1 then said,
Chickened out.
I want number 12. So he picked on number 12 because they think that's the easy route.
Okay.
So at least be the champion first, even if you will lose it.
Okay.
When the post come, you get 60-40. Cut the story short, he got beat by number 12. So the number 12 have to defend the title
Against you.
Against me. That's mandatory. So it's something that he has to do.
So they can't say I'm not interested. He can't say that.
You can't say that. But while I was training for him, someone else was training for me because even though the promoter made me believe I'm fighting him,
Okay.
they made me and him think we were fighting.
Okay.
But
they set somebody else up for it.
for me to fight for another title.
Okay.
So 4 weeks to the fight, I was told that I'm not fighting
This other guy.
And by this time, my hand is already broken, and I couldn't.
In training.
In training, and
But it's enough excuse to say you're not fighting.
it's too soon. It's not.
Is it your hand? I don't understand. It's my hand that is broken.
And it wasn't as bad. I thought it wasn't as bad when you have a bigger gloves, but when you have the 8 times gloves, it's more. And the 8 times gloves is not like a regular 8 times gloves. The people, the gloves are very small. The evil people, the people that
they are very wicked, Oshika.
So the gloves are very small. They're really tiny.
And so your knuckles will begin to feel every punch.
Every single punch. That's why people get ribbed. Like you punch someone, you break their
and the
rib.
lips will just tear and.
Yeah, I've got some pictures. I'll show you. When I want this title, I caught the kid with a jab. My jab is my left hand is my weakest. So I caught him with a jab. I have to back off because I felt sorry for him. No, I really genuinely I felt sorry for him because I can see the pain in his face. I know what's in the manjak be kakuko, but boxing is completely different. But You have to pay me. You have to pay me.
You got to the coach
You
now.
have to pay me.
got to the...
I know he was proper giving you. He was
He
giving
has
you
punchlines.
secrets.
He has punchlines.
So I caught him with a good shot.
David, are you listening?
I get lost in Yoruba
in
and this.
Look, you guys
Boy.
can pay. I'll give you half price. You pay me for
O tún fẹ́
session.
tajà lórí boxing lórí.
Baba, you know, they're not your conwaja. You see,
I'm lost again.
Ọmọ Musiele.
So,
We'll be back after this break. All right, so Nigerians are doing wonders in the world of sports. From Divine Oduduru, who is running and burning up the tracks, to the guy in the UFC, airbender, the style bender.
The style bender.
Style bender. And now we're talking about Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
And the 3 gloves that he signed.
He signed 3 gloves for me, some other gloves, and some frame just for the people that's been very supportive, very supportive, and people that actually supported me.
Okay.
And we've already given one to Reverend Mother Esther Jai because she's been there for me from day one. The politics in boxing is second to none. And
is there racism in it too?
I won't say racist. It's more of a money thing. So I would invite you to my show. I will get you to fight on my show where you have a TV platform, because what happens is when you have a TV platform, when people see you doing well, everyone exactly, people want to be part of it. You get endorsement and all of it. But as an African fighter, you don't get that. You don't
that much money.
You don't even get the opportunity to fight and to have a TV platform. They just want to use you. And Anthony, funny enough,
he's broken that barrier.
It's broke. Anthony is different. Anthony is a British.
Okay.
He's Nigerian.
Okay.
But all the fighters that comes from like African, the promoters always
African
say
descent,
African. No, it's not even the African descent. They're actually fighters that come from Africa.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which part of Africa you come from.
Okay.
They always say you can't sell tickets. So the promoter make money to set up the whole show, and they want people to come
and see the fight.
So Africans, we can't sell tickets because we wasn't born there.
Okay.
And so when you go to fight, you don't bring more people. You can be the best fighter. Just keep fighting there.
So you don't have commercial value.
Exactly. So, but what Anthony Joshua did, he always supported me. He always do a video every time I'm fighting, and it's like call out the people to call out all the Nigerians to come out to come and support me. My fan base in London, 80% are British, are white people, and we don't support our own. That's just what it is. I get people ask me, "Oh, Larry, when are you fighting? Shimoli, tickets, 3 tickets." Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm like, look, this is what I've got mouth to feed. I've got 3 beautiful children. I've got mouth to feed, and you want me to give you free tickets? And that's coming out of my purse. You're not helping me. So Anthony signed the gloves and said for the people that's supporting me, just to also create awareness that we're doing something really great. It's not because I'm only Nigeria. He saw the talent and he noticed that I haven't been given the opportunities. True. So I want to say massive thank you to Anthony Joshua. All right. And people was asking about shout out, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Okay. No one can touch him, Anthony Joshua. And I'm not saying it because I know him. No. I've seen him.
Even Wilder knows he can't touch him.
That's why they're making excuses.
Yes, that he had some. Ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. And we're going to toast now. We're going to toast to Anthony Joshua, and to every African boxer, every Nigerian boxer, or any boxer that is out there and facing all the challenges but still coming through. That's right. Like you did. All right. So we'll toast to them. And our skeletal.
We'll toast to all the women that are slaying out there.
But when you say slaying, as in like the
literal slaying, but slaying every area of life.
Okay, they're slaying. Okay, all right then. So here. Cheers. 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 Here, bro.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show today. We thank you. It's been fashion, it's been sports, and we're talking about the intricate stories of success. How much these boxers put in before they become world champions, and the battles they fight because of commercialization. And we have something from you. So okay, we'll do that later. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well,
You want to do it now? Do you want to do it
Let's
later?
just do that. We'll just stand up. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're just going to put you off your comfort zone.
Okay. All right. So thank you. As we're doing that.
What I run, that's just what it is.
Okay.
I get people ask me, oh Larry, when are you fighting? Shimoli, tickets, 3 tickets. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. So I'm like, look, this is what I've got mouth to feed. I've got 3 beautiful children. I've got mouth to feed. And you want me to give you free tickets? And that's coming out of my purse. You're not helping me. So Anthony signed the gloves and said for the people that's supporting me just to also create awareness that we're doing something really great. It's not because I'm only Nigeria. He saw the talent and he noticed that I haven't been given the opportunities. True. So I want to say massive thank you to Anthony Joshua.
All right.
And people was asking about
shout out, yeah.
Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
No one can touch him, Anthony Joshua. And I'm not saying it because I know him. No. I've seen him.
Even Wilder knows he can't touch him.
That's why they make excuses.
Yes, that he had some. Ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. And we're going to toast now. We're going to toast to Anthony Joshua, and to every African boxer, every Nigerian boxer, or any boxer that is out there and facing all the challenges but still coming through. That's right. Like you did. All right. So we'll toast to them. And our skeletal.
We'll toast to all the women that are slain.